Yeah, that was a little bit creative. I'm going to say everything. Yeah. Thanks for taking it to the next level.
Come, sit down.
2 girls in a cup, you know? Come on.
Everybody here? Everybody ready? We're ready.
The 2 girls.
Okay, Loudy.
Good evening and welcome to the program. I'm Cheyenne Boyer. Today we take you to Apron Town, once a thriving working-class suburb of Awesome Town, now decreased demand for apron services and an influx of cheaply produced foreign aprons has taken its toll on this once idyllic town. Apron-related crime has risen dramatically in the last generation. In particular, apron assault has become a common occurrence that some feel powerless to prevent, as so often happens in these situations. At-risk aprons have banded together, forming gangs in which violence and drug use are the norm.
In my experience, I've seen aprons come through my door that 10 to 20 years ago would have been honor students playing kickball, you know, on the debate team. They're smart aprons, you can tell, but they don't have the opportunities. It's really sad.
But one apron has risen from the darkest depths to try to change the things he sees happening in his community. Meet Arnold Apron. Born and raised in Apron Town, Arnold once had high hopes for his future, but that dream soon began to slip away. Arnold, what had life become for you?
I hit rock bottom. Rock bottom. I was using, totally on self-destruct. There wasn't any purpose for me. I couldn't get work. It used to be that there were plenty of jobs in the restaurant industry, front of house, kitchen, maybe even in someone's home. But folks just don't go for it anymore. It's too old-fashioned. I guess I felt like I had nothing. I was nothing.
How was your relationship with your parents?
My dad, he was from another time. He was a big, old, tough, leather blacksmith apron, and he was one of the best. But when old Awesome Town began to shut down, the blacksmith moved away, and my dad was out of a job. He was just too specialized, and he couldn't find work. He took to drinking, and finally he left my mom and me. It's been really hard being the apron of the family.
And how did you begin to change things?
Well, I just got to the point, I was all, you're gonna kill yourself, you're gonna be dead in a year, and that was it. Something just snapped.
And what did you do?
I got out. I got out and made the change.
Arnold began talking to young aprons in schools, parks, and on the street, communicating to them that there is another way. His mission became to try to help the youth of the neighborhood avoid the same traps he fell into. So, what do you think about Arnold?
He's really cool. He hangs out with us and we do stuff.
How did you meet Arnold?
I'm flame retardant.
Okay. So, tell me about some of the things you do for fun now that you've met Arnold.
We watch movies and stuff.
Yeah, we have a kickball team.
Yeah, we all have a kickball team now. It's fun.
Yeah, we're not very good yet, but it's pretty fun.
I have a pocket.
Arnold's transformation has not been without setbacks. Let's talk about Molly. What happened?
I grew up with Molly. She was like a little sister to me. And when I saw her getting involved with what I felt was the wrong crowd, I was terrified. Terrified, you know? And I started talking to her. She got herself out of the gang culture. She got back into school. She was doing real good.
And then what happened?
They were not happy. Not happy. She was at some party she shouldn't have been at, and someone squirted her with hot chocolate sauce. I mean, all over. She was rushed to the sink and run under cold water, but it was too late. She will be stained forever.
And how did that make you feel?
Really angry, scared. People said she was just a bad kid, a gang member, up to no good. But I know she was trying to change it around. Now she'll never be whole again. Sorry, it's crazy, man.
But that experience didn't dampen Arnold's resolve. Today, he is even more determined to get the youths of this town away from the criminal element.
Hey, over here, over here. Woo! Kickball.
So, this kickball team is called
Apron
Assault Squad.
Apron Assault Squad. Now, that word assault, are you using that?
We're aprons against the world, you know. Instead of fighting each other, we're coming together as a team. It's us against the world.
Oh, and how is your team?
Great.
One time we won a game.
Hey! Shut up, you little. Okay, yeah, we've only won once. But we've got a game coming up that we could do really well. But if my team gets its shit together...
Sorry, Coach.
After we filmed the program you just watched, we learned that Arnold's team has yet to win another game. But has that dampened their spirits? We would like to think that even though another win is unlikely for Apron Assault Squad, the real competition is for the hearts and futures of Apron Town youth, and that is a game Arnold is winning. Thank you and good night.
Good job.